welcome to a stream here. We're gonna go through what's gonna happen with the beta testing and so on and Pet Islands. So yes, I guess a lot of you has already applied to be beta tester for that game and has already got in there to become one. I wonder if people can manage to join the game that I am in here. Yes, we got fake Rupert. Maybe you can get the real Rupert sometime as well. I guess real Rupert is playing another game. So, something I want to tell every one of you about the future, right? So in the future here, we're gonna do something new. We're gonna start to do something completely new in game. And I don't think other YouTuber is doing this. VoIPTech, who has made this kind of game that he made for my birthday, and you also see we have a portal behind here with his 2 games that they are not released, but he is developing them and having fun with that. He gonna continue develop this area here as our kind of stream starting portal, so that each and every one of you can join in here, meet up with me, meet up with other game developers, other people, and so on, and there will come a lot of interesting thing into this portal in the future. So this is gonna be both a starter portal for us for streams and a fun game to do as well. And we're just gonna develop and make it better and better and better. Oh well, there you see also Jinx just joined in, and in a very short time I'm gonna call Jinx and I'm gonna talk with him live together with all of you, so that he can have his time to explain to you what is all the beta about, what is the game about, what is he want with the game, and so on. And you can, after he has been explaining, you can have a lot of questions for him. So we're gonna have close to 1 hour together with Jinx, and when we are done with that, I will jump into Pet Islands in the second half of this stream, and I'm gonna show a little bit about the gameplay that you're gonna see as a beta tester and so on. Yeah, so I hope this is gonna be about 2-hour stream. Hope that's gonna be fun with everyone and so on. So it's so nice to see all of you back. I haven't been doing too much stream lately. It is because of my health, and combine stream in some of the games that we are playing with a lot of begging and bad health is not a good thing, right? So I have been trying to stay focused, working together with Jinx with his game. I've been working together with VoIPTech, who's making this here, and I also have been trying to play all of these different games and making good guides for you. So the future is gonna be bright for all of us. So remember to smash that like button and let us have fun in this stream here, and let it all begin. So it's so nice to see how many. First I want to see who is here already. We have Tim is here, Kuboid is here, Carl is here, Jedrick is here, Real Rupert is here, yeah, and we also have Master J is here. Nice, Epic is here, that's good, and we also have Bankenvant is here as well. Nice, and Stange is here, Matthias is here, and who else do we have already in here? Brew is here as well, and Jake, remember Jake Ricardsson, that is Jinx. So Jake is Jinx, and we also have Buttertom here. Nice. That is good. And also see we are more people in game and so and as well, and have fun in this game. I'm gonna show you one thing. Do you know if you? I think people have found it already. See what happens with these rockets. If I send a rocket here, for instance, what will happen? Oh, oops. That's me. They're actually demolishing these rockets, so it's actually possible to demolish stuff in here as well. It's really fun. We can really demolish this thing here, right? With exploding rocket like this. It's so fun. Oh, thank you, Matthias. Thank you for that contribution. So nice. Thank you. So yes, we gotta have fun, but maybe I should call Jinx. Me and Jinx gonna stay. Well, let's see where I want to have the fun in the background. I would ask people not to try to kill me while we are doing this, because that's gonna destroy focus and so on. So if Jinx can come next to me, I will call him, and we will take our time to talk with Jinx and see what he has to say to everyone. So, but I have to say, I'm really excited about this game. When he come to me and so on, I really was looking forward to how this all was going to be. So I will now take and call Jinx here and see if we can talk to him a little bit. So I'm opening a call with him now, and you will hear exactly what I hear as well. So Jinx, are you with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can everyone else also confirm that they are hearing that Jinx is talking? That
Hopefully
will
they
be,
can hear me. I
hopefully.
know we tried this beforehand.
Yeah, we have tested it out. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. So, Jinx, well, I think everyone is waiting to hear from you. So, I give you the word. Do you want to tell a little bit about the game? What is expected from the beta testers, and what is the goal with the whole thing?
Yeah, so whenever we're doing this beta test, the main thing that we're looking for right now is two things. One is bugs. So I know in the Discord, if you're a part of that right now, I have added in a couple more channels. One is beta goals. There you can see any kind of tasks, the quest to be able to unlock some of those game passes, all those bonuses for being a beta tester. And I threw in one for game time. The important thing with that game time is we are hoping to balance the game to be about a month to a month and a half gameplay of what you know it right now. We have some updates coming in the future to add on replayability, make that a little bit longer, and add some more growth to the game. But from what we're looking at, again, that month to month and a half. So underneath the goals, I did throw in the expected time frame, and that's if you're playing about 3 to 4 hours a day. I know some of you have already said you want to play 24 hours a day and you want to grind this out. That's awesome. If you want to play more, absolutely go for it. But I did want to balance this also around just the average player that wants to come home from work, play for about 2 or 3 hours, and that's about it, and not have to leave their computer on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just for a chance to keep up with their friends. So keeping that in mind as we're going through the beta here, you can post in game time. You can kind of say, hey, here's how long I've played, here's where I'm at. So we have those benchmarks. So that way I can start adjusting either how much health objects have, how much gold they give you, how much damage your pets do, how much everything costs to get into. And we can find this proper balance for the game to make sure it's not too hard, not too difficult. It feels rewarding each and every day as you do go through it. So that's what we're looking at here is that balance of the game and also any major bugs. So also, if you have not yet, please check out that beta goals chat channel. There is a section for tasks, and it's designated by your in-game name. So if you fall within A through E, F through J, K through O, P through T, or U through Z of the first letter of your in-game name, you will have a different task. It shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes of your time. And this beta is going to be live until sometime around New Year's. I'm thinking about taking it down on New Year's for a couple days, giving everybody the rewards. And then as long as everything goes smooth with it, after about 3 to 5 days, we'll have the full game ready to launch. So um, again, those tasks, it just helps make the game clean. It makes it better for everybody who doesn't get to beta test. And whenever they finally get into the real game, we will get a good and quality game for them. So please do take that 20 minutes. Go test out those things. See if you can try to break my game. Honestly, that's what I've been telling my alpha testers is as you join, try to break the game and let me know how you did it. So that way, whenever we have that full launch, and ideally, 8 billion players, as some people have mentioned, everybody can have a smooth experience. So that's what we're looking for in the beta, and I appreciate everybody who is helping. Just make sure that you do keep track of what is going on. If you see anything funky, if you see any bugs, please report it, and then let us know how that balance feels. Make sure it feels rewarding and it's not super slow, not super fast.
It sounds awesome. So is this a game where we have to stay like AFK 24 hours a day and always be logged in this game?
So absolutely not. You do not have to. From that, we have challenges that you can do every single day. There's going to be codes weekly. There's going to be a button you can find weekly. So there's a lot of ways to promote activity within both the Discord and in the game that you can hop in, do an activity, play for about an hour or two, get a rebirth or two in, and then log out for the day. You have the option to leave your computer on 24/7 if you want through the Titans. If you haven't seen those, what they are, and you don't know what I'm talking about, Viper has some awesome videos showing what the Titans are and what they do. Um, but we did have one player who did use the Titan for, I believe, it was a 10-hour period. And in those 10 hours from the desert, he had earned 450 million coins, which is a good sizable chunk. I believe that was enough to rebirth. But he came back the next day after that one singular rebirth, played actively for about an hour and a half, and earned just as much. So the capabilities there, you will still earn more because you are on 24/7, but you are earning about 10% as to what you'd be earning in that same time if you were active.
Oh yeah. So, but another way, how do you plan to keep contact with your players?
So through the Discord, I am trying to stay as active as possible. As I've mentioned, we are a smaller team, so resources are limited. So the more time I spend trying to answer questions in the Discord, the less time I am in here editing and building updates for the game. But that being said, I will try to answer as much as I can in the Discord. For in there, if you see suggestions or questions, go ahead and post in there. If you see someone post a question and you have that same question, give it a thumbs up, give it a star, give it a heart. If something gets a ton of reactions to where a lot of the player base is having it, Viper and I will come together similar to this stream or a video, and we will talk about it one on one in this kind of format. Other than that, if it's something simple, I'm more than happy to have the player base answer it. If there's some kind of big dispute and people go back and forth, know this, know that, just know I do check in semi regularly, and I will go ahead and reply to that and give a definitive answer from myself if I see any kind of arguments going on.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good. So, are you looking forward to this beta test, or is this just gonna be a lot of stress for you?
Uh, it's a good stress, right? Because I'm not stressed because I'm worried about necessarily trying to keep up, or I'm worried there's going to be complaints and I don't want to deal with it. Not that kind of stress. It's that good stress that I hope this game is what I hoped it to be. I hope this game is what you all hope it to be. And especially as it grows, I hope it can continue to be what you hoped for it to be. So it's that positive stress that I want to produce something that's quality, something that's going to keep people around. And this beta test will help me narrow that down and really make it into what you all and what I want it to be.
So are you planning to like have an update every week or every second week, or you're gonna have small and big updates, or are you just gonna run away from us?
So I'm definitely not going to be running away. Again, we are that smaller team, so I'm trying to avoid personal burnout. We might have seen that in some other games where a developer tries to do too much too quickly all at once, and then they just get sick of it and don't want to keep pushing out any kind of update. So like as of right now, once December 1st hit, I gave my entire team, I said, we are done. No more scripting, no more building. My modeler's working just because he just got out of school, but he hasn't been working until about mid-November. So he's had a long time off. But this gives them all a break. This lets them all take a rest for about 2 weeks. So that way, whenever we come 2 weeks from now, we can keep it going. We aren't constantly working on it. Now, with that being said, some smaller updates. The example I gave is a small update would be if the entire player base comes together and said, hey, in the beach, instead of breaking coconuts, we want to break some surfboards or something. Something like that. Those little updates I plan on having every 2 to 3 weeks. Just bring something small, new, and refreshing to the game. That could be a leaderboard update. So, with the leaderboards, you're going to get unique titles in game. So your chat tags will be updated about every 2 to 3 weeks. I have some special plans for some of the leaderboards for being updated every 2 to 3 weeks. But then the larger game changing updates, something such as, for those of you that have played Collect All Pets, like the in-game 2.0, that's going to completely change how the game's played or add something major to add hours or days or weeks or months onto gameplay, will come about every 4 to 6 weeks. The reason for the range is we do want a small amount of testing done. Again, we are not here for quantity, we're here for quality. I'm not here to push out a product every single week or every single day to be able to gain more money per se. I'm here to just release something that's going to be fun, and if money happens. Is kind of my thought about it.
Yeah. Do you want to kind of confirm 100% at which day and in which time of the day the game is going to release? And also just again confirm for how long time will these beta tester have the possibility to test this game?
For release, are we talking about full game release or are we talking about beta release?
We're talking about beta release.
Yeah, so the beta release will come out. I'm just using my time in the Discord. We have some awesome people who have had this post that automatically converts it for you, but it will be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on December 5th. I believe that would technically work out to midnight UTC on December 6th. But if you are part of the Discord, there is a post in there that does automatically update that time for your own time zone. If not, 6 p.m. CST on December 5th is whenever the floodgates open and lets in, I believe the final count was somewhere in the realm of about 170 new players are going to be entering in. For those of you entering, this will last just about a month. I plan on right around New Year's is whenever the doors will shut. So you'll have about a month of playtime. So don't worry, it's not going to be for a couple days. If you miss 1 or 2 days, you're not going to miss your chance. If you have a vacation, I know it's the holidays for people. Just because you miss a day or even a week, you're still going to have 2, 3, 4 weeks to be able to play and test this game and be able to see what it's all about. Maybe develop a couple strategies as to whenever the game fully launches, how can you race for those leaderboards the fastest.
Yeah. So this game, is this gonna be like a pay to win, play to win, pay to save time? What kind of concept are you gonna have around the game and the game passes in the game?
Yeah, so it absolutely is not going to be a pay to win. Everything that people can pay for can be gained just by playing. The game passes will cost Robux. There's 4 of them. My goal there is for someone to purchase every single game pass is $20. I didn't want to exceed that. I feel like that's a fairly low number compared to some of these other big games out there. For your recurring purchases, your dev products, there's gold packages. The highest gold package is 1 million coins. For reference, to get into the 3rd area, just to enter it at this point in time, you need 3 million coins. So someone can purchase those packs, and they can get ahead to the forest area, but that alone is going to cost a decent amount of money. If you want to try to get into the desert, I want to say that number right now is sitting around 15 million. I think we recently updated it, but it's right around 15 million. So you have to purchase that pack is going to be a lot of money. So it's possible to pay to win, but it's going to cost thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. So in that essence, it's not pay to win unless someone really wants to waste all that money. I do see in the chat from Callie, no, each pass is not $20 each. All 4 passes added together is right around $20.
Yeah, yeah. So that, and also just to say to everyone now, we are kind of slowly moving into the section where it's a Q&A. So just start writing those questions, and we will try to answer them as good as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me scroll back and see if there's anything that we missed. What time will the game be released? We did already mention that is going to be 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on December 5th. If you are part of the Discord, then you will have, I believe it's in our general chat, someone posted and I pinned it, where it's an automatic time converter for you. So,
yeah. I think they did that, and I am quite sure if somebody is unsure about the time zone, just ask in the question channel, and there's plenty of us that can answer and assist on that one.
Oh, for sure. I see.
And also, I think don't be afraid if you miss out to play right away when it released, because as I understand you said, you're gonna be able to play out December for beta testers. Isn't that correct?
Yes, and then as a second note, so those of you that have already signed up, you're going to get a distinct advantage. You get an automatic reward for being a beta tester, and you get the full month of December. Those of you that have missed out on the chance to sign up for the beta, if everything is going smoothly and I'm not dedicating a lot of my time to some early bug fixes, give it about a week to 10 days and we will have late signups. Now, these late signups are not going to get the beta tester tag and they are not going to get the automatic beta rewards, but they will be in the running for the quest rewards. So, if they are able to make it to, let's say, the cave without any game passes in a shorter amount of time, they will then earn that reward.
Yeah. So like when they start to test, is it so that they're gonna like get all of the game passes to test the game with the game passes, or is it intention that they're gonna test the game without the game passes?
So you can do it however you want. The game passes, if you purchase them in the beta, they will transfer to the full game. You will not lose them. So if you want to spend that money, you will not lose out on it, and it will roll over, and you will still have the game passes come full launch. The quests are intended around non-game pass. The reason being is currently all of our alpha testers have opted into buying the game passes. They felt like it was worth it. They felt like it would help them out a lot. So we don't actually have a lot of testing without the game passes to see what that feels like. So with that being said, a lot of the rewards are free game passes. There is also an option of just a boost to the start of the real game where you get a nice coin package or start with a coin multiplier. So you can kind of get that little bit of a head start for being a beta tester. This is intended for if you purchase game passes, this is kind of a way for you to still get a thank you present and an advantage to beta testing.
Yeah.
If you don't purchase them, some of the rewards will be game passes.
Yeah. So then, when this beta is launching on Monday, which console type can you play on? Can you play on PC? Can you play on PlayStation, Xbox, on cell phone, or on iPad and so on? Where can you play the game?
Correct. So luckily, the game's pretty simple. So we have put it in and have had testing on tablet, PC, and mobile. And at this point, I think we've actually gone about a full it's 5 or 7 days now that we haven't had any serious issues or UI issues or anything to that effect. So PC, mobile, tablet, it's all available on there. The console transfer, I do eventually want to get there. Where the game is at currently, it wouldn't be hard to do. Just some of the future updates is kind of my concern with console and optimizing for console. So I hope that answers that. We have PC, tablet, and mobile right now. I would like to get to console, but we have a couple updates planned in the future that might make that transfer a bit more difficult. So we're holding off on console for right now, just to make sure that there's no issues coming in the future.
Yeah, and also, like a player like me that has just one foot, will I be able to play the game as handicapped like this?
I would sure hope so. There's a couple obstacle courses, so it might limit your jumping ability, but I feel like it's still handicap enabled.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
What
So
happened to your leg?
I don't know. It's kind of funny. I lost it. But I'm running just as fast. You see? No problem. No problem. No problem into this game. So is there anything else that some of you have a question about this game, or everyone just really eager to know about? Oh, okay. I lost the rest.
I see in here that we have. Is there a platform you'd like us to focus testing on more so than another? Yes and no. You know, we've had plenty of testing so far on tablet, PC, and mobile, and that's what's going to be launched for. So we've already had a good amount of testing on that, and the main concern with those, Roblox, whenever you're developing a game, is actually very, very user friendly for going between tapping on a screen versus clicking a mouse. They're treated one and the same, so it's easy to develop for both. The hardest part is the UI because a PC screen is so much bigger than a mobile screen. So you have to make everything scale properly based on what someone's using. I believe we worked that all out at this point. So I'm not super concerned. However, on the yes side, majority of our players are currently PC. So if you do have mobile and you do have tablet, feel free to test on there. Give us some feedback on there if you have any issues. I don't think there will be, but it would be nice to have some more people on tablet and mobile. Just because every now and again there's that 0.01% chance that a glitch happens, and that's only found through having a large quantity of people doing that.
Yeah.
So
So they also wonder a little about this leaderboards. Will there be like a leaderboard that's gonna tell about who most earn collect the different pets?
Yeah, so the pet collection method is very similar to collect all pets, where you have to collect unique pets. If you have a white bunny and you hatch another white bunny, your pet score will not go up. However, your eggs hatch will go up. So right now there is a leaderboard for total pets collected that whenever you rebirth, it does not go away. So as you rebirth, you can keep adding on to that pet score. That total pet score keeps going up as you hatch unique pets each rebirth. Think of it similar to pet score and collect all pets. If you collect all 240 and you rebirth, then you collect all 240 again, you're now at 480. Same thing here. If you collect 40 in the farm and then you rebirth and you collect 40 more in the farm and you rebirth and collect 40 more, that total pet score is at 120. But if you hatched 1,000 eggs to get there, your eggs hatch is at 1,000. So you have trackers for both just total number of eggs and pets opened, as well as total unique pets opened throughout all of your rebirths. I hope that clears the air there, Master J. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody is also asking about, is it possible to become a beta tester now, and how was it possible to become a beta tester?
Correct. So to become a beta tester, how it was possible was originally Viper was releasing on stream and videos ways to join in on the Discord to become a tester. If you do not have Discord, unfortunately at this time it's going to be hard to become a beta tester. The only reason being is the point of beta testing is to ensure a quality game. To ensure a quality game, I do need direct feedback. So to give me that, not be able to give me that feedback makes it kind of hard to become a tester, because then I don't know how your testing is going. So if you do have a Discord, you can go to the game in my profile. So you go to @this_Jinx. You will see my avatar and all that with Reginald on my shoulder there. Click on Pet Islands, and underneath the Pet Islands game is the Discord link. You can go in there. After about a week or so, 7 to 10 days, if beta's going smoothly, I will open up for late applications. You will not receive the same rewards that all those original beta testers will receive, and you will not receive the beta tester tag that all those early people receive. However, you will be eligible for quest rewards and leaderboard tags.
Yeah, so that will say there's still possibilities in the coming future to become a beta tester.
Yes. And am I able to post a link to the game in the stream chat here?
I can post the link to the game, so
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
do that. So
Yeah, I
I
think
just
someone's asking for the link there, so just make sure that
yeah.
we get
But
them in there.
remember, you will not be having access before Monday if you are a beta tester. And if you're not a
Correct.
beta tester, you will not have access to the game before beginning of January next year, if everything goes as planned, as I understand.
Correct. Yes.
So so basically, I just have to say I'm looking really forward to continue testing and so on. But let's jump a little bit to the future, Jinx.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's say um, somebody is a beta tester or alpha tester. Will you be using them in the future after the release in some way? Are you thinking about that, or do you have a plan for that?
I am planning for it. I don't have anything set. We have a couple ideas as to how to go about that, and the main thing that my thought process is running into is who should be the beta tester. And my answer to that is people who consistently play the game and understand how that the game's supposed to be laid out, how it's supposed to be balanced. So, from update to update, it'd be nice to be able to get unique people in there, have different people be able to beta test and get some different opinions. But I also don't want people joining in on future updates if they've only played the game for 2 hours,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we have to find a way to implement this that we're not having people who just hop in for 2 hours, want to beta test, and then say, "Oh, this sucks," and then gets out. That's not helping the game become what it needs to be. But at the same point, I don't want it to always be the same 5 people giving me the same 5 feedback, because then we don't add uniqueness to the game and we don't get everybody's opinion. So the trick there is finding that balance of allowing new people to come in, but ensuring that those new people still have enough experience within the game to understand where the game needs to go.
Yeah. So when this beta tester is playing the game, right? So to understand what feedback they're gonna give back to you and so on, will there be a page or a place where they can read about the goal for the game? They can read and understand what you really want with the game, so that they are giving you kind of important feedback back to the game when it comes to
Yeah.
test functionality and so on.
Yeah, so we have a couple tabs open. So underneath the Discord and game related, beta goals is the top channel right now. That shows the goals as to what we're wanting from this and your way to earn more rewards as well. So beta goals will have everything in there. I made it to where no one can post. That way the posts don't get buried deep underneath the line of chat. If we're talking about the balance of the game, there are two tabs. One is game time, that is solely talking about how long it takes to get from area to area and matching up with the goals that I have for the balance underneath beta goals. There's a second tab called game balance. If there's something that feels wrong about a certain area or one very distinct thing, and so the example here is, let's say you make it to the desert and you go, hey, I feel like the daily challenge is giving way too much gold. That would be something for game balance. That's something very distinct, very pinpoint. Um, so that way we kind of distinct between, is this something that's going to affect all players across the entirety of the game for a large portion of the game, versus is this something that's going to affect the balance for a very minute amount of time. If you're playing and you feel like something can be added to the game, or you want to see something new in the game, we have a suggestions tab that you can post in that I'll be monitoring. I'd like to say at least once a day. I'd like to pop in there, whether it's just real quick to see what's going on, or whether it is for an hour or two to going through everything.
Yeah.
Uh, we have beta testers open for beta testers to chit chat with each other as well.
That's good. How do you know that if you have been selected as a beta tester or not?
So, for majority of people, if you are part of the Discord, you have been given the beta tester role, and your name will match that color, unless you've picked another role. A lot of people have been wanting to change the color of their name and such, and so we've allowed that access. But basically, if you go into the Discord, I'll do it right now. So you'll click on Pet Islands. You're going to look underneath the members list and find yourself. If you click on your name, it'll pop up and you'll see roles. So for myself, I have the owner slash dev role. But let's see, if we pick on Daily Dan Plays YouTube and we pop him open, his top role right now is beta tester. That means that he has been selected and he's part of the beta tester. Um, the only people this does not apply to is, we've had some parents that have wanted their kids to join in, and reasonably their kids aren't on Discord, so we're keeping their children off of public forum and out of the public's eyes. Some of those children, well, every single child has been added in. So also, I know we've had this question in Discord. Whenever I say child, I do mean parents who have children who want to play with them that are not on Discord. I don't strictly mean 18 and below. So
Yeah, and also in the game now there is tags. So there is like a tag for the owner, for partners, for YouTubers, for beta tester and alpha tester and so on. What do they need to do to get that tag?
So to get those tags, you do need to go into the group for the game as well. That link to the game is inside the Discord, and you can also just find the group through Roblox itself. Just by joining right now, I just compare your username to the list of the usernames that I have on Discord, as well as the user IDs that I have for the beta testing. If your name is on that list, I give you beta tester role. Otherwise, you automatically get the member role. Then that every 2 to week period that I was talking about, as the leaderboards will update. I think they update right now every 5 minutes. But at the end of a 2 to 3 week period, to give enough time to really brag that you are on top of the leaderboard, um, then we'll reset all those tags. I'll go in, I'll look at who's the top 5 for each one. If you're on multiple, I'll message you directly on Discord or in game if I can to see what tag you want, because you will have some options if you make it on multiple leaderboards.
Yeah. So and also in the game, is there anything kind of something you want to reveal now that maybe comes in the future that can be like a carrot for those who want to play the game in the future?
Um, Let me. I guess the best way to say this, I don't want to drop too much information because this is what I am most excited about. It's going to be update number 3, large update number 3. So we're expecting this sometime around April-ish that we would fully implement this. But we're going to have different pets. So there's going to be your standard pets to get through the game right now, which is going to be a total of 215. We might release some new areas that are going to have unique pets, let's say Valentine's Day pets, stuff like that. They're not going to be part of the 215. They're just going to be some bonus collectibles that you can go get. There might be one or so that doesn't reset during rebirth, so that way they have some power to them. Those are going to be little things. But coming in the third large update, we're going to have 2 more lines of pets that are going to be very unique and used for very unique things.
Interesting. Really interesting. So I want to stop you there so you don't say too much.
Yeah, yeah.
I know a little bit what it is. So, but if anyone asks me, I don't know. So, but just another question. It was a really good question. When you start to play the game, how long time should it take to get to the last map?
We are hoping, whenever I say average playtime, I say again that average is 3 to 4 hours each day. So if you're playing 3 to 4 hours actively each day, I am hoping for somewhere between a month to month and a half. The reason for that is a lot of the daily events have an RNG to them, a randomness as to what rewards you get. You may get a larger one, you may get a smaller one. You may have game passes, you may not have game passes. So somewhere around a month to a month and a half is what you can expect to be able to reach the final area, unless you really, really grind it out. Here's a little small tidbit: is the next update will be happening to the volcano area, and the update will allow those who grind early to still have a benefit, but will have some limitation so those who are behind don't feel 100% left out.
Yeah, for that. So what will happen if, let's say, you may to get to the last area, you may manage to rebirth and so on, and I guess there is a maximum amount of rebirth. What happened when you got to that point there? Is the game over then, or is there going to be something in the future?
Something in the future. I was about to say, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The idea is, yes, there is a maximum number of rebirths right now. 2 thoughts that I have is, A, seeing how long it takes to get to the volcano. The first major update to answer that question should be able to be ready to go by the time that the masses are reaching the volcano, if not before then. The other answer, and it would not affect the long term of the game, is in the second to last area, uncapping rebirths, so you can have infinite in the final area. So, and I will say that uncapped rebirth would not affect the future update or the longevity of the game.
Yeah. So, but notice just a small fun fact. Are you going to make a small event for the beta testers during Christmas?
Maybe, maybe not. I would love to. I really would. I do want to do holiday events. I've already talked with my builder, and we want to do some holiday events. He really wants to try to do maybe like a Christmas map, but with my modeler, only getting off of school recently, mid November, and all of my pets being custom made for me, it's gonna be really hard trying to fit in custom holiday pets while he's trying to make the base pets for me, while we're bug fixing and while we're balancing the game. So I don't know if a Christmas event is going to be in the future. We may try to sneak in a New Year's one a little late for the initial launch. I'd like to do one for Valentine's Day and the other major holidays coming up. I do want to see that. Just with beta testing, bug fixing, and all of that going on, it's going to be really hard trying to add something like an event because, as fun as they aren't a core component to making sure the game functions as it should.
Yeah, so it's more like putting in some small Christmas trees and give it a little maybe that mood instead. I guess that is more realistic.
Correct. And I mean, going out to the masses, right? Going out to all of you players, would you rather have a pretty game that doesn't work or an ugly game that works perfectly? That's where my mind is at. I'd rather make the game work perfectly and be a little ugly at first and then pretty it up later on down the road.
Yeah. What about the GUI in the game? What is the plan for that one?
For the
The user
UI?
interface, the UI, yes.
Yeah.
The,
What do
the
you mean by
reason why I call it GUI is because it stands for graphical. So
yeah,
it's a graphical user interface.
so do you want to clarify on the future intentions of that? Like,
Yeah, is it gonna stay like it is now, or are you gonna try to make it like really cute and simple, or what is your plan for the GUI for the game?
slow updates. Again, that's part of the pretty factor, right?
Yeah,
So the first thing for me is making the game work and making it functional the way that it should be, because the UI, right, we have it all set up to be plug and play with scripts. As long as names don't change, we're all good, and I can change the look of it very easily. um, I think if there's any major UI updates, it's going to come closer to that third update. That third update, by the way, you can compare that something similar to Endgame 2.0 in Cap. That's going to be a massive overhaul, bringing in a lot of unique things to the game.
yeah.
That might be whenever we see that UI overhaul, because with those two new pet lines, um, we're gonna need a new UI for that. We're gonna need a new slot for that. Then it's gonna start taking up too much room on the screen. So, yeah, that's gonna be something that we look in the future. We're gonna want to make it simple enough to read, and not something that you have to dig through 15 different menus just to get to where you need, but at the same point not taking up 50% of your screen. So it's again just that balance, right? Make it nice and simplistic while allowing a lot of options. So
Yeah, so what you basically are saying is the game functionality is gonna be prioritized one, and then everything else is coming in between and so on. But also,
yeah,
as I have to give a feedback there to those who's made the maps, and also making those pets that you have got into the first two areas, the farm and the beach. There is amazing job, and I guess that person, when that person gets the time to use his time on the rest of the game, I guess we're gonna get be stunned by that as well.
yeah, and I actually recently had a talk with him on Discord. He did mention that his goal is to try to have up through I want to. It was either desert or cave, but we're gonna have forest and desert at least by the 12th is his goal. Um, which for you all, what that means is by the time that you would reach desert, the new pet should be in there, and then by the time that you reach cave, we'll have plenty of time to get the cave pets also done. Um, since we're on the topic of pets, I see a couple questions in chat here, so let's start with where was it? It was something about shiny pets.
Yeah, it was somebody was asking if there's gonna come like huge pets, mythical pets, special pets, shiny pets, and so on.
Yeah, so let me start with the idea of the game. The collection part of it, the pet collection, the pet simulator, is what I call either the skeleton or the engine. Those are the terms that I like to use a lot. The reason being is the skeleton of it and what you're seeing and what you're playing today is truly just a pet collection game. However, as you can already see from daily events, we've added on obbies, we've added on mazes, and we have a very fun event planned for the volcano challenge for whenever players reach there. So that's going to be something different than a maze, different than an obby. It's going to be a pretty fun event there. Then we also have that 15-minute arena, right? And this is something that no other collection game has implemented at this point, is active daily rewards and active every 15 minutes. Cap was the closest to this, with every 15 minutes you run to a different area and you break a crystal. Well, we've taken that and we've increased that activity tenfold, and I'm sure you can attest to that from being able to do the event, especially with multiple players. It really brings you together. It really forces you to like search, be active continually on. The rewards are solid for it. So branching from that, shinies, neons, rainbows, huges, it's a slim possibility. If anything, I might want to bring some shinies. But what you can look forward to is that these two new pet lines are going to be kind of like your shiny pets. They're going to be pretty difficult to get, but it's not going to be based on a random factor. So once you reach a goal, you will get it. That goal is going to be a bit more difficult to reach, and you're going to have to go through a couple steps to get them. You can get multiple of them. There's going to be differences between them, but as far as open an egg and you have a 1 in 4,000 chance of getting this cool shiny pet, that probably won't be in the game, because as updates come out, I'm building the meat of the game around the skeleton, which the meat is going to shy away from just a pet collector and allow for pet collection to be a thing that you do in the meantime in between your activities.
So another question I saw here. Is there gonna be like, you're gonna have pets, right? They are really beautiful already. Is there gonna be like something like pet wear in the game where you can dress up the pet the way you want to dress it up? Is that something you would look into in the future?
How much do you want me to reveal?
I just I take that as a yes in a way.
So,
I think that's a good answer.
yeah. I mean, if we want to keep it simple, right? Yes. What it's gonna be, we can keep that simple.
Yeah.
So yes, there will be pet wear, and I will go ahead and give this part because it's not super revealing. The pet wear will be purchasable by both in-game currency and Robux. Now, the pet wear will not add any stats to the pet. So again, if someone's buying these pet dress ups and all of that, it's not going to make their pet stronger. It's not going to be a pay to win. It's just going to change the look of the pet. And because it's just changing the look, I'm also implementing where you can purchase them in game.
Yeah,
So.
I just have to laugh about all of these questions, right? You see that this question I just come with was from one of your beta testers. So you have a lot of really good gamers, known gamers, legendary kind of known gamers, and so on. I think you have a really good test team there, as I can see. I've been reading most of the names through there and see that, and I think you have a really good test team at the moment.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I'm very happy for everybody that we have in the in the testing, in the Discord, in the stream right now. All of y'all have been very helpful, very understanding, which I gotta give you all a big thank you for that. You know, the hardest part is every decision I make, anytime I choose to share information or not to share information, the number one thing that runs through my head is this going to create any issue? Is anybody going to be upset about me sharing too much or sharing too little? Is anybody going to be upset about me making this change or that change, or going too slow or going too fast? And all of y'all have given amazing feedback and have been very, very supportive of understanding my decisions. At the same point, I do want to be able to share more than a yes or no with you. I want you to understand my thoughts as to why I said yes or no as well.
yeah, it's really nice. I know that you are on a little bit limited time at the moment, but should we use this last time to go into the game, and then maybe there's something that you want to show or tell about in the game before I show some gameplay in the game?
Yeah, and I do want to clarify, since it seems like there's one last question here, just so we can wrap
Yep.
everything up, and then we can hop over. Rupert asked, "Can we have another one-word hint for the stream?" Rupert,
Hmm.
as we hop over to Pet Islands here, if you want to clarify what one-word hint are you looking for, and then I might be able to drop something for you before I leave. So just comment again, let me know what you're looking for, and then as I watch chat, if I see what hint you're looking for, I can try to drop that for you.
Nice. And also, how are we gonna solve this? We just stay on the stream and remember to smash that like button and so on, and so on, and sign up for my YouTube if you want to follow everything about this game. I gonna now change game, right? And most of you can't go into that game, so stay in this portal of fun and have fun exploding, or just stay tuned and look at something else. And we have about 1 hour left of this stream, so I'm gonna now jump into the game, and I'm gonna show you a little bit about how the game actually is here. So I'm gonna leave from here now, and I'm gonna jump into the game now, and we're gonna meet up there with Jinx.
Yep, I'm loading in right now.
So
It looks
you
like
can
I
see
think we have
here.
a couple other people
Yeah.
in here.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So I'm gonna see here. I see that the music is starting in the beginning here. It's gonna make me a little bit trouble with YouTube, I guess. But I have just to remove the music from that part then.
Yeah, and I think there's also a thing you can only do a certain amount of time. So I think if you load in immediately and log it out, then
Yeah, it should be going fine. So we are just gonna turn off the music, and there is really good music in this game, I can say, but I can't show it because YouTube is gonna kill me if I use it without the license. And getting the license to the music in the game is, I tried to look into it, but it's not easy. It's a lot of job. so we're gonna stay away from that. So I'm in the game. As you can see, we already have several testers here in the game, and I'm also ready. I only one pet. I just did a rebirth, so I'm gonna show what I'm gonna do from the gameplay wise and so on for all of you, and I'm gonna do that after when Jinx has left us. But you can also see we have other people testing in the game at the moment, and this is probably names that you have seen from before. So is there anything you want to show us in the game or tell about in the game at the moment before you leave?
So I have had a couple people directly message me on Discord asking about it being pay to win and all of that. So if you want to go ahead and pull open the shop real quick,
Yeah.
so that way we can show off all the game passes and the coins. So this is everything you can buy in the game. This is it right here. So here you can see the prices right now. You can see how much everything costs. The top row is your game passes. The bottom is able to be purchased again. As far as anything else, private servers, access to the game, everything else is completely free. So this is it as far as purchases. If you want to, there is a donation stand that is just 100 Robux at a time. You know, I'm not really asking for more. So clarifying that pay to win side, and am I in it to make a ton of money? Absolutely not. I am solely here for creating a good game and not just to be a money pig and try to rack in dough. So
how does the donation work?
Click on it.
I click on it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I can donate some money. Let's see if that works. Let's see here.
And then the donation raise increases.
Yay!
I think it's like every minute or so. I think it updates, but
Yeah, it
yes.
it updated immediately. So for
well,
me,
thank you.
that's good. You've become rich.
And another 100 Robux.
You can take a holiday now.
Oh yeah, totally. But
Totally.
all these donations, the main point of it is, as money comes into the game, I am going to take that and reinvest that into my devs. To say thank you for all the help they've done. I've already paid them out right now, but it'll help for continued growth of the game. So that's where the donations are going. Is majority of it is being reinvested into the game to promote faster growth, so that way we can have these updates ready sooner, to have a longer testing period to make sure that everything is good.
Yeah, so that is
So.
good. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to show in the game?
As of right now, I believe your videos have showed most of everything. The only thing still left to come is going to be the volcano challenge, which, as I know, so far none of the alpha testers have reached the volcano, and some of them have been going for what, the 3-4 weeks now,
Yeah.
and haven't reached the volcano. So there's quite a bit of gameplay to be done in here. Coming here soon in the farm area, there will be a premium pet, and that pet will not be deleted between rebirthing. So if you were to rebirth, you will keep that pet in your inventory, and I think it's equivalent to about a legendary pet. So
I can actually jump to the free camp. We can do that. So everyone can see. Well, actually, the truth is, with one of my other characters, I managed to get to the volcano, but that was before we tuned it a little bit more on the game. So, but with this one, I haven't got that far. So it is possible to get there, but it will definitely take some time to do so. So that is for sure.
yeah. So, we have an event about to start. So now we can actually show with multiple people. I know you've shown it before, but maybe somebody will actually find the statue this time here in a minute. And I got 4 minutes till I gotta head out here. So
Yeah.
we can run this one event here and
Yeah.
show that off.
You two can run an event, and I can be the camera, right? So we have here is 40 seconds to the event is starting. Do you want to tell anything about this event? How often it goes? What the rewards is, and so on?
Yeah, so the event happens every 15 minutes right now. I might change that timing ever so slightly to somewhere around 20 minutes. It won't be a big change. But if you do not have a game pass, then if you're the first one to touch the statue in here and you win, you get however much gold you have plus 10%. So if you have 1,000,000 gold, you'll gain 100,000. If you have 10 gold, you gain 1. This is meant so that high-end players and low-end players gain the same reward, and it's beneficial to all players at any point in the game. And if you have the 2x gold game pass, then you'll earn 20% instead of 10%. As we go into the arena, you won't see the timer on Viper's screen, but the timer starts at 135, and it does say find the dev statue within 2 minutes. This gives a 15-second period for you to kind of run around and get a little bit of a head start into certain areas, maybe if you want to search one area before the rest. But at 120 seconds, the statue will then spawn. So you have about a 15-second grace period. This also allows people to join in after the event has officially started for 15 seconds. So this statue can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be inside one of the areas. It can be in one of these little white pits that you see. It could be up on these railings. It can be down in an area on top of a volcano. Could be floating in the air. You know, they're hidden all over. There's 100 different spawn points, and each time the event starts, like it's right here. Oh, we almost got it.
Tom, every tree commented this was not made.
Oh,
that was
that
funny.
Was so close.
All three.
So close.
And Buttertom, I was actually filming Buttertom finding it. That was amazing.
That was a really good shot right there.
That
so,
was
yeah.
pure luck.
So yeah, and it is the first person who touches it, right? So you are in a competition with everybody in your server. However, the number one thought that I had is, well, what if someone goes in a private server by themselves and just spams this out?
Yeah.
My next thought is lowering that timer from 2 minutes to 90 seconds. The reason being is I've ran a couple tests, and to just run a full circle, not search the areas, but just running a full circle takes about 60 to 70 seconds. So if you're in a server by yourself, that already adds on the difficulty of trying to find it. But if you have 12 people searching for it at one time, it's not going to even take a minute for one person to find it. So you still have competition, whether it's against the timer or against other people, to make it still difficult. So one person can't just spam this out in a solo lobby and climb the leaderboard like crazy.
Yeah, and also, as I understand, this is a lot what the beta test is going to be about, right? So it's going to be a lot about finding out, because the testing now with the alpha testers has mostly been with some few players on the server at the same time, but now hopefully we're going to have several servers with 12 people at the same server. So try to play together and see how will a balance of the events, how will a balance of the game and the farming and everything be when we are many players.
Correct. And Viper and I actually had a talk this morning over Discord, actually talking about this, and we recently actually made a change in the cave, um, increasing how much gold you can earn while farming. So, this is something that he and I are constantly talking about. We're constantly looking for feedback from our current alpha testers who have all been awesome so far and very, very supportive. There was some points where I broke the game completely for about an hour or two, and they still stuck with me through it. So thank you to all the alpha testers out there. But as we're going forward, just know that the game can change very, very quickly. I have everything set up to be very plug and play. The example being that if I need to change the health of something, I just have a list of every single area's health, and I can just delete a number, type in a number, send the patch through. So if something feels unbalanced, it takes me literally 5 seconds to make an adjustment on health, gold earned, timers, all of that. So if it's something simple, as long as just how much you're earning, that's a 5 second fix. It can happen on the drop of a hat. Um, some things are a bit more in depth. I will say one time I messed up data saves. That took me about 2 hours to fix up.
Yeah.
At this point, everything's where it needs to be. I've already consolidated down. Data saves are a lot more functional. We had an issue with some of y'all might know her, but Butter Sarah 4. She had an issue where all of her stuff wouldn't load in time, and I think it was due to being so far from where the server might have been or some lag. So we consolidated some data saves to make it save and load a little bit quicker, and now she's having a solid time and hasn't had any issues since then. So luckily, no more data store updates, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. That's awesome.
Yeah, and as you can see, I'm flying through here. You can see all of the different objects around in the game. Everything is in the same area, so it's a smooth working game. And so another thing that's going to be quite important, as I understand, is lag and stuff like that. You have been working a lot together with your other devs to get away the lag in the game, and it's going to be really interesting to see how that will work with 12 players in the server.
Yeah, and I will let you all know this is going to be a very important note as you do enter the beta test. There are two limiters on coin drops. Number one is distance. If you are too far away from something breaking and dropping coins, coins will not drop for you. The second one is the amount of coins on the ground per player. So your coins are for yourself only. So if someone else has a ton of coins on the ground, it won't affect you. But if you have over 50 drops on the ground, drops will also not spawn for you. I've put this in for two reasons. A, the drop limit makes it to where people can't just AFK overnight, build up 10,000 coins, and crash the game, or collect it as if they were actively playing. They're stuck at the 50 drops when they come back. B, if you are in, let's say, the beach, and you have a ton of players farming in the farm, those drops will not spawn and lag your game for you. And then additionally, if you have a ton of drops spawning, it's going to lag the entire game. So those were implemented to make sure you are not lagging and to make sure that you are actively playing to collect drops and not just AFK farming and building up a mass of them, then collecting them whenever you come back. So if you get in there and you're beta testing and you go, why aren't coins dropping? That could be exactly that, is you're too far away or there's too many coins currently on the ground. And I did also recently implement this. I was thinking about doing it, but I realized I sent this patch through. So each area when you enter, the scenery will change and the music will change, and all coins on the map will be deleted. So we were having some issues with some alpha testers. It actually happened to Viper, where he had coins in one area, then ran to a different area and started farming, and he could only get 5 or 6 to drop at a time. And we're like, what's going on? Well, looking into it further, he had 44 coins sitting over in forest, then ran to the desert, and he couldn't get them all. So now whenever he enters the desert, all coins will be deleted from the map to reset that coin count. So we thought about that as well and have implemented that. I think it's in the game right now. So
Yeah, that's
um,
really nice. I see also you have been working a little bit with the last map that we are looking here, the volcano and so on. And as I understand, you're gonna make this animated so you can fly around and you can use this as a mount and so on in the game.
you said that, not me.
I'm just having fun. I would be so. I know you would need like a 20-man dev team to do that.
Yeah,
But
I do. I will say my current, so my current dev team is a builder, a modeler, myself, and I handle scripts as well as a tiny bit of modeling and a tiny bit of. I kind of do a little bit of everything, but not super in depth. And then I have a scripter that's been helping a lot as well. My scripter that's helping me says that he does know how to do mounts, so that might be something that comes to the future. We'll just we're making sure the game works first before we start adding in the extras. Pretty much is the main theme of what's going on with this test. Um, so yeah. But just as a heads up, there's a lot of area to explore. Um, I've set boundaries up where you're not allowed to go. So if you go somewhere that you think you're not allowed to go, that's intended. There's some exploring to be done and some things to find in the game. The leaderboards are in a very ugly spot as Viper's showing off. Those will be moved here shortly. So yeah, I did see a couple questions come through right before I have to leave here. I did not see. I don't know what hint I would want. Just anything to do. Gotcha. Okay. I might have something for you, Rupert, before I do head out. But real quick, I did see.
yeah, you also have
Nicholas.
Nicholas has asked a question here.
Yeah. So why do you think about making this game? So, um,
That's a good
with
question.
the game, I used to be a serious cat grinder. I have a full team of metallic pets, or of titanium pets. I have all 6 titanium ascended, all 6 titanium prodigious. I do like 250,000 damage. I can break the grove crystal in 3 seconds. I've grinded that game out. And one day, I got a text on Discord from our server, or I saw something come through at like 2 a.m. and it was, "Hey, server crashed." And I was like, "Oh no, I have to go log back in." And then all of a sudden I thought, "Why am I getting out of bed at 2 a.m. to go turn on a game to not play the game?" And that's whenever I said, yeah, I loved Cap. I'm not dogging on it at all. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's an amazing game, and I really hope that it does continue to grow sometime in the future. But
Yeah,
with where it stands right now, there's nothing to do.
yeah, I would say
So,
just say something here. Cap is the best game I have played on Roblox so far, and
oh,
also
by
I
far.
think we all should just have a lot of patience. I guess there is a reason why it hasn't been updated, and we just have to sit still. And I believe there will be an update in the future. We don't know when, but for my sake, I will just wait for the update to come, and I guess we're gonna get some good information in the future sometime. It's a really good game.
Yeah, and I'm fully supportive of Cap. Again, like Viper said, it's one of my favorite games I've played. Not only just on Roblox. I was stopping playing stuff like Call of Duty on Xbox. I was stopped playing Destiny on Xbox. I stopped playing League of Legends. I stopped playing all these other big AAA titles because I was more invested in playing Collect All Pets. It was that much fun to me. And with the way this game's set up, right, you don't need to be on this 24/7. So if Cap comes out with an update, by all means, hop in here for 3 or 4 hours. And then if you want to go AFK grind on Cap, hop out, AFK grind overnight on Cap. Next morning, come on over here for 3 or 4 hours, do your daily obstacle courses, do a couple events, get a little bit of grinding in, and then go AFK over there. By no means am I saying that this is going to be a 100% replacement for Cap, but it I really hope it's a good stand-in the meantime and brings the community together actively as opposed to everybody just sitting in front of an egg. So
Yeah, and Cap, it is a little bit like Pet Simulator 1 and 2 and Axe, like Preston made. That made a standard within these. Like it's the modern games of all of the different pet games. But then
yeah,
also, to Zeus, he managed to, with Collect All Pets, he made it to make a new standard. So I think a lot of people's gonna refer to his game as others refer to Pet Simulator X at the moment, because these are two kind of really outbreak games that is something for themselves. And also I have to say from my side, I have a feeling this game here maybe is gonna be a game like that in the future. So that is just based on all of the IDs that you have. The question is, if are you managed to put all of those IDs to the pencil, to the board?
yeah, and so I will go ahead and let you all know, come December 15th to the 20th, we are going to begin scripting building and producing the first update. Not
So
specifically to withhold it from you,
yeah.
but so that way we are ahead of the game. So that way we are not scrambling last minute for when these updates are planned. The updates are planned to promote a smooth growth and smooth progression throughout the game. Whereas if we add too much in up front, it seems unattainable. But if we wait too long, then we have the same issue that we're seeing with Cap, right? So we're building everything beforehand, and then on a set date that feels proper, we're able to release that after having a set amount of time to also test it. So the first major update that we would hope would come sometime early to mid February. So it might also include that Valentine's update as well in there. We're going to begin work on that here in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Somebody is
So.
asking if you're gonna have mods in the future and how that process will be working.
Yeah, so mods right now I kind of just keep an eye on the Discord. If people are naturally stepping up and I feel like they're a good representation of what the game and community should be, I might just reach out to you personally and just say if you want to be a mod. The idea of this is obviously I'm paying those devs for the time and effort that they put in, but I want my mods to do the job because they want to do the job and because they're interested in it. So if you want to be a mod, just speak up in the Discord. If you want to try to help some people out, if as long as you hold good values, you're kind, you're courteous, you truly help people out, if you're constantly doing that, then I'll reach out to you personally. If I feel like I don't have enough mods, then I will post something along the lines of an application later on. So that's what the mods looks like right now. So
Yeah, so somebody is asking, Niklas is asking about if he can be a tester. The beta testing period to sign on it for now has been closed, so if you haven't signed up there yet, but there will be some possibility if you join his Discord and look forward there will probably come a call for more beta testers maybe in the future, and then it
yeah,
will be possible.
and it just so everybody does also know, I've had some bigger names in Collect All Pets, some of the people that were top of the leaderboards reaching out to me currently right now that I've said the same thing to of, right now we're full, we're at capacity, I want to make sure the game runs at a higher capacity before I start letting even more people in. So it's not just random people, every single person, big name or just somebody who's interested in the game alike, are being told the same thing, that we are at limit. If everything goes smooth, then we will open up to late applications. So it's the same across the board for everybody on that. I do also see from Blick a question that I almost overlooked, so I apologize for that. But will there be more badges than just the visitor one? Yes, there will be more badges. But the visitor badge currently is to implement rewards. So if you join the game and you have the visitor badge, basically, if you have the badge, then you're going to be getting beta rewards. Is the way it's going to work out simply. So badges will come in the future. For right now, it's just going to be that one, but they're going to be more for later on. That's going to be part of prettying up the game. So first, we're going to make sure it works, and then we're going to make the game pretty later on. Add some badges, add some collectibles, add some secrets here and there. So it will be coming.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice. I also see Voip Tech is alive as well. That's the person who made the amazing game that we was playing in the start of this stream, and he has a lot of nice plans there as well. And also that is something I want to see. I know there's a lot of people among you that is out there who is looking for making games or doing as a developer or already are an established developer. I have in my Discord, I have made a own place for all of you that you can talk together and find each other, and also you can also post even the link to the games and the developers that you have and ask for feedback. So, and this is maybe one of the ways that Jinx also found me, he contacted me and so on, and I have a feeling you guys has already started to talk a little bit with each other.
I'm really sorry. I had people talking to me in chat at the same time, so I was reading at the same time.
That's the typical, yeah.
Lester, I'll reveal the hint right before I have to head out here, which is going to be pretty short here. I got a couple things going on today here, so
Yep.
Just one more time, real quick, Viper. I'm gonna refocus attention here away
Oh
from
yeah,
chat
I
just to
was
answer
just
some.
talking about the community that I have, where I have a place where all of you developers can talk to each other and so on. And I guess you and the other developers has already started to talk to each other.
Yeah, yeah. So VoIP over here, he and I are talking a lot. He has a lot of resources and assets that I can use, such as music and some things that he's been more than kind enough to help me out with. Or if I run into some trouble, I'll chit chat with him. We have a couple smaller devs who are starting to build their own game. They've reached out to me for some questions and some help, and so it's nice being able to talk with those other devs because each dev has a different idea. Whenever it comes to scripting, there's 5 different ways to get one thing done, but which way's the best? Uh, we don't really know. So it's nice getting all these different opinions on how to do things, how to make it more efficient, and how to grow the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been talking with a lot of devs. If you're ever interested in deving a game, or if you are right now, feel free to also reach out. I'm more than happy to chit chat.
Yeah, and I think that is also something I will try to help you guys and so on. If you have a game, I can't promise I'm gonna do the same like I do for the Jinx game here now, but at least I will always be able to take a look and give some feedback back to the different games. But also it's good for you guys. And thank you for that contribution, VoIPTech. Thank you so much. And VoIPTech is VMX as well in the stream there. I think we are 50 minutes or 60 minutes overdue for you now, Jinx. I think you have something you have to do in your personal life. So I think
Correct.
I will jump in and show a little bit of gameplay. I'm gonna do that for maybe in half an hour because we want to roll up this stream before that England game is starting. I know the World Cup is going on and I don't want to this kind of interfere with the World Cup. I don't want to compete with
Yeah.
the world biggest competition.
Yeah, so really quick before I do head out here, I do want to say again thank you to everybody who has been supporting and has been giving me ideas, have been giving suggestions, helping other people out in the Discord. Um, this game has been a project that's been going on for about a month and a half. I started this on October 17th, and I never imagined it to be at the point that it's at right now this quickly. So, this thank you to everybody that's helped me develop, everybody in the community helping keep me motivated, and just to keep everything pushing forward. So, I hope to see you all soon. I will be popping in during beta tests, so you and I can play together for a little bit here and there. Enjoy the rest of Viper stream, so that way you can see kind of what the beginning of the playthrough is going to look like after a rebirth here. I know he's pretty far on, so he's going to be earning gold pretty quickly here. But you can see what each area looks like going through them. And then right before I say goodbye for Rupert's hint, I know in the Discord I've been dropping a couple hints as to what the first major update's going to be. And the one big hint, this is probably going to be the biggest hint of them all, is going to be the word reset.
Yeah, and
So
right
that's going to be your hint.
Yeah, and right before you go, you can also see the t-shirts that both Jinx and me have. At the moment, you can buy them in my Roblox group, but in the future, you can buy them both in Jinx game Roblox group and my group. I'm gonna work to make some clothing for this game that you can buy on both groups in the future. So that's, yeah, we're gonna make some special ones for the game. That's
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh
So
yeah.
that is gonna
So,
be good.
but I think we closed up all of the questions here. If you have any other questions, feel free to hop on over to the Discord, post them there. I will be busy most of the day today. I have some personal stuff going on. I am going to be finalizing a couple things, just kind of crossing my T's and dotting my I's for tomorrow's release. Then in the morning, I have work from 9 to 5. Second, I get home at 5 o'clock. I'm going to start opening up the floodgates. So be ready for that come tomorrow.
That's gonna be good. So
Oh, yeah,
yes.
we're all excited.
So I want to say a thank from all of us to you, Jinx, for that you are making a game, so that we have one more game to try out, and maybe we
Oh,
fall
yeah.
in love with it. I have to say I already have, so
I'll
I'm
say
quite sold.
it means a lot that some of y'all bigger names are enjoying it and that we have so much expectation, so much hype for it. So again, appreciation going back to all of you. I see that Bra mentioned that he appreciates the Q&A, and this is what
Yeah,
we're going to be doing more often. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing it weekly, monthly, bi-weekly. We don't have a set time yet, but
we're gonna do it
uh,
randomly. when it's needed.
Yeah. So yeah, if there's some major questions revolving around, or Viper's gonna keep me in check if for some reason I don't post weekly, that's my goal. Is an announcement once a week, just kind of my thoughts and what's going on in the background, just so you know I'm still alive and well and what's happening. If I don't do that, Viper's gonna hit me over the head with a hammer and get me on one of these. That way I can talk to y'all.
Yeah, yeah. So well, so we will say thanks to Jinx now, and it's me for me now. I'm gonna show a little bit of the gameplay. I have been doing a little bit of rebirth here. So yeah, as you can see, I have 130 rebirth points, and that's the rebirth points, right? But I have only done 22 rebirth, so that is a little bit about the game. So I just did a rebirth in the volcano down here. No, not the volcano, in the cave, right? So we did a rebirth there, and I'm done with that. So I'm just gonna go over. So when your rebirth is done, you will get one pet in your inventory. But since I logged out, I have lost that pet. But there is a fault mechanism that will give you the money that you need to start over again. So let's run into that farm area, which is the first, and we're gonna start to play the game. But it's gonna go way faster for me, because if you look in the corner here, I have 262 in multiplayer. The reason for that is I have 130 from here, plus 1, that's 131. And also I have bought the 2-time damage game pass here that makes it 2 times here, and 2 times coins here as well. So I'm earning more coins as well, but I have a 2-time multiplier, so that is affecting directly in there. So I'm gonna press E first here to spawn. Oh, I got a cat! I love cats. I love cats. Let's take a look at that beautiful cat there, and I can already send it to farm. So this is now gonna work in the farm. I'm just gonna close that up there, and look at that cat, how beautiful it is. So that's gonna work, and you see here he has already got this health bar on the eggs that is in here. So we can see when it's breaking, and it would immediately go to another one. And you see there was one that was been working from before. And I can also, you see, there's other pets in here as well. This is not mine, but when this is breaking here, I also are getting some coins from this. So this is something that we definitely need to test when we are 12 players, because we may be gonna get tremendously income in the beginning of the beta test because of this. And now I can have a lot of coins. As you see, I'm earning a lot since I have 262 multiplier. It's going really fast here, and I have to collect. But the thing is that it's not only coins that's matter for getting to the next one. So I can open the bar up here again. It is also the amount of time for pets that you have. So for me to do this, I'll be up here. That you see up here, I need to have 15 different pet score and good together. So I need pet score is this one here. I currently have 3 here, and I need some more of them. So I can go in here, I can use equip best, and I can send them down to the farm. And as you see, I can also have 6 pets instead of only 4. Only 4 is a good number. So the difference from when you have a game pass or not is 4 and 6. It's not like in Pets and Max where you only have 4 and the other ones has like 21. It's a huge difference in what you can have in some of these games, but in this game it's just a small difference there. So you are getting a little bit better with those game passes, but you're not kind of winning the game, you're just saving a lot. Oh, that was a cute one. That was really, really nice one there. So you're actually saving a little bit of time for that. So there's no zone at the moment for the hatching of the eggs, but that will come in the future. And also this, all these small mechanism, how it looks like, how it goes and so on. This is different things that Jinx is gonna ask you for, looking for when you're gonna do the beta testing and so on. So I'm gonna keep on hatching here until we have 30 now, and I can fast forward because this is live, right? Let me see if there's somebody else, if you have some more questions. Viper, who will win? Oh yeah, who's gonna win? Is it England, Senegal? I think England's gonna win. I know they have failed at a lot of things like that, but I really hope England's gonna use Saka. I really like Saka a lot, and if they use Saka, I think they're gonna win because he's gonna loosen up that other team. But it's also, I have to be honest, as a neutral, if Senegal wins, I will believe that is fun as well. This is the first World Cup where every single continent in the world is in the eighth final. So that is have never happened before. In the past, it has been mostly European and South American teams, but now we have teams from all of the continents, from Asia, from Africa, from Australia, from Europe, from North America, from South America, and so on. It's amazing, to see that. So yeah, I just love it. It's good. So for me, it's gonna be a win-win that game, regardless what is going to happen and so on. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know why the hatching was stopping now. I think it's just me got moving some way. So this is also small things that we have to look into when we are testing this game here. And also remember to smash that like button. That would be really nice if you can do that. And I can see there has been 190 people within this stream to now, and that is close to the number of beta testers that we have in the game. So that is really, really, really good. Oh yeah, no problem for that. Yeah. Yeah, have a nice day, Jinx. Have fun out there. Jake is Jinx, so that everyone know that. And as I understand, he really wants to keep communication to all of you, and he's gonna also keep a really good communication to me. And I guess he is also want to have several YouTubers that cover the games in the future. When he's gonna do that, I do not know yet, but he's gonna tell about when he wants to do that as well. So we have 26 here now and getting close to 30. What I can actually do now, we have more than 15. So I can actually go here and press equip best. You see the best one has 10 in damage. The reason they have 10 is because I have 2x damage, right? So if I didn't have 2x damage, they would be doing 5 in damage. That's what they will be doing. So I can now go in and do the first obby, and this obby is not that really helpful for me now when I'm later in the game, but there is also a leaderboard in a number of obbies that you have been completing. So there is like a good reason for doing this obbies regardless. But in the beginning, this obby here can give you up to 70% of what you need in the game. So it's really, really nice help in there, and also you can. Later on, when you get really stuck in the game, these obbies are really big help. There is an obby in the cave area is the one that made me possible to do a rebirth today. So I was lucky there on the draw, and it is a Sunday, and every Sunday the event's gonna be like a little bit harder on Sundays. So that is for sure. But this event is the first area, so it's a really easy event to do. So it's not meant to be hard, and it's gonna be a little bit easier. Even already in the beach, we're gonna go for that one. We're gonna see what the Sunday event is there. There's some of them I have never been able to complete, but most of them I have been able to complete. But I'm quite sure some of you are really good at these obbies and will be easily completing that. So yeah, it's a little bit for everyone for this. Especially kids will love these obbies. Yeah, that is true. It's gonna be a reset and so on. So for that, and also when the game release, everyone needs to start on the same level, and so on, because it will not be fair to everyone else to join a new game, and then there's a lot of players that has a big leap for that. I don't think we're gonna have anything there, but definitely gonna have some prizes from the beta testing. Gonna see here, and I have 28, so I'm still missing 2 here. There is like total 40 in the farm, so but many of these is of the rare that is only 5% chance of getting. So it is not like, you know, when you're playing some of like Pets and Max or Minion Simulator, there are some pets that is like, yeah, you have to hatch like 1,000,000 times or something to get one. This game is not like that. When you have 5% here, there is no luck in the game. It's gonna help that. There's no big magnet in the game either, because the magnet will destroy the active play stuff in the game. But you have 5% chance there. That means that basically you will get one every 20 egg that you are opening. So it's a game that is meant to, that you don't need to play them more than some few hours a day. And if you play like 5-6 hours a day, you will do really well in this game. And if you plan to play more than that, you can do even more well than that. So but the balance is gonna be tried to do made so that this is not becoming a game where you have to be online 24/7 for winning the game. And that is also something that all of you need to look for, trying to keep the game clean and so on. Yeah, definitely gonna be some late game things, but it's not much I can say about all of these things here. But he has a lot of plans for the future, and also you see there are some diamonds here that we can earn in the game, and yeah, there are some future plans for that as well. But that's something that will be a surprise in the future. But it's really hard to get these diamonds, and that I for sure can say to you, and so on. But we will not be using those diamonds in really near future, and so on. Now I am finished with this here, so I can go and press this everyone to none, and I'm gonna press them so that they go in the Titan when I'm moving to the next area. There is an event going on right now, but that event is not gonna give me that really much money, because it's gonna give me 10% of what I have. And then it's gonna, since I have 2-time goal, it's gonna give 20% of what I have. But I will earn that faster by just playing the game. But yeah, for that, maybe we can see if we reach the event just for the fun of it. Let's see here, we have a counter that's gonna go down to 0, and after that you will have 15 seconds to enter the game. Oh yeah, no, we was in that counter, so we was too late. So now it has the counter to go down, and 15 seconds has been gone already, so we couldn't enter in it. So you need to come in with that loophole there to be able to play it. So when we got in here, we need 10k coins and 30 pets, and we have that right now. So I can go here and I can send my pets to beach instead, and you will see they will start to work in here. And now I will start to collect and get enough pets for the next area. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna start to hatch these ones here. You see here. Oh, hello Sib, welcome. Yeah, you misses a lot of things, but don't worry about that. You can review this stream as a video immediately after the stream is over. It turns over to a video, so you can go back and look into the whole thing once again. So this is gonna be a good guide for all of you to come back to when you are going to do the beta testing. Yeah, if you can see the World Cup on PC or not, that depends on the provider that you have for the World Cup sending. I can do it. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be so nice to see all of you here in this game testing it together. Does ping affect egg opening speed? And now I haven't seen anything affecting the speed of the egg opening, and it doesn't in this game it doesn't help to open pets faster in a way. It doesn't help in the way as it does in, for instance, other games. So basically it doesn't take much time of opening these pets anyway. So what you're gonna spend the most of your time is the farming and events and obbies and so on. That's where you're gonna spend your time. It's not too much time in the egg opening. So you can, at the moment, you cannot increase the egg opening speed. So there's nothing for that at the moment. Maybe it will come in the future. Oh yes, and there you say, Savvy, what the feedback you come with there, that is the type of feedback that Jinx really need in his Discord test server. Like, okay, this is, we need an option to turn off the flashing, for instance, and so on. So this is the typical feedback that he really needs to get about different things. Some people are sensitive to flashes, some people are sensitive to a lot of movements and so on. So this is typically a really good question there and observation, and that is the feedback he needs while we are testing this game here. Yeah, and they are opening really quick already. So I think it's gonna stay for this speed here. And as you see here, we are almost at 60 now already, right? So, and that's because the percentage, if you look on the side here, there's like a quite high percentage chance. If I stop the hatching here, you can see here is 15% chance of getting the epic. So it's not that really difficult to get what is in here now. And let's take a look into the obby here in this area. And you also can see the rebirth station here, both in this one. Please go to the next area because I have so many rebirth points. So there is like a limit to how many times you can use the different rebirth stations in the game, in the area that you are in. So we're gonna see here. Oh my. This is the obby I have never, because I'm gonna kind of be blown backwards when I'm doing this one. This one I will not be able to do. I'm not gonna use the rest of the stream time to do this obby. We have like 50 minutes left here. And so on, but this obby is really difficult, because if you see, I slide backwards. So there's like win in addition, so that's a really, and this is the Sunday obby, so the reward in the end there is 2 times higher than all other days. There's a different obby every single day, so so he has been making the game so that the environment around here, the sounds, the music, the obbies, everything can change from day to day, so that you're gonna have a little bit the environment and so on. And I am quite sure he can easily then also fit in like Christmas themes and other themes and so on in the game in the future. So it's kind of interesting concept that he has in the game there for now. Oh yeah, Nicholas, be sure, Nicholas, the stream will end before the game, Nicholas. So you have all the time to go watch it together with your parents. So I'm not gonna stream when the game is going on. So the stream is gonna end in about 15 minutes. So don't worry about that. You're gonna see the England game together with your parents, and that's where you should be on a Sunday, right? Hello, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see that game, but I'm looking forward to see both teams. I'm looking forward to see England and so on. So yeah, it was Senegal. I guess it was Senegal, and I don't remember all of those things right now. And see here we are up in 58. I think I need 60 to get into the next area. I also need 1 million coins. That's no problem. With the multiplier that I have, is more the amount of. I love these pets. They're really cute, these pets. And we're gonna when we are done here, we're gonna try. We're gonna set equip best. Actually, I can also take up while I'm working here. I can go in and check the pets that I have. I can also go into here and see which one I have managed to get, and so which one I'm missing, and so on. But I also can go in here and I can actually press equip best and send the pets out again to continue. Now you see I have all of them is 20 of damage of those that I have. So I do more even while I'm hatching. And now we have 60. So now I guess we can go for the next area here. And I can, to just not make more of those drops, I can go in here and can send all to none. And then I can go here and press on the Titan. So you need to set them to none when you press them to the Titan. At the moment, that is what the requirement we have. But come back with your feedbacks about how you think the game should be and so on. So I'm gonna go over here and gonna look into other things. Gonna go over sea, and then we're gonna go to forest here, which is the third area. And you will not be able to do it as fast as me. You can't expect it before you have a lot of rebirth points in the game to do that. Oh, you see here, it's actually 65, so I can't open, so I need some more. So we need to get a little bit more of these pets here, and let's see if we can get more from this beach area, and then we can try to get maybe some more from the farm as well. But I'm gonna go here and try to get 5 more. So it's some I like the requirements. It looks balanced in a good way for that. Yeah, Denmark, yeah. Yeah, so Denmark is out. That is true. It's for Scandinavia. That is a little bit sad. But I will guess next time we're gonna have World Cup, we're gonna have Norway there. I'm quite sure Holland and Ødegaard is gonna get Norway there together with all of the other good talents that we hear there. Maybe Denmark and Norway and Sweden is gonna go through, or Iceland and Finland maybe. Maybe all of the Scandinavian countries gonna get through then. We will wait and see. But for now, I think it's really nice to see football team from all over all the continents in the for 1/8 final. That's really really nice, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of most likely it's gonna be like a lot of countries. Yes, that is true. And then it's gonna just be some games as well. Yeah, and it's gonna I think it's gonna be really interesting for the future. Absolutely. So basically, I just before we end up this stream, I'm gonna show a little bit more of gameplay. 10 more minutes now, but I want to hear from all of you. What do you think about a stream like this, where we go talk with a developer, we go through a lot of questions, and we can show a little about the gameplay and so on? What is this? Is this something that will help you connect better with the game? Does it help and clarify a lot of stuff and so on? Yeah, so you like that, Sib. Yeah, that's good. So what is it you all of you like the most with a stream like this? It is a little bit different type of stream this, and also I also want to this starter area we had now. I plan to use that starter area for all streams when we start a stream, before the stream and in the beginning of the stream. We start in there, and then we're gonna get different portals, and then we can jump through the portal to get into the games that we're gonna play. It's like making a even better connection between me and all of you, each one of you, and try to not maybe only focus on the games, but focus more on us as persons as well. Yeah, I see that, bro. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that we can see Rupert as well. But anything I know with meetings in a job place, if you make a meeting monthly, you in the beginning it's really good, but in the end you're just thinking what are we gonna fill the meeting up with. I think it's better to just take it when it's suitable for doing that. So it could be maybe 3 a month, or it can be 1 a month, or maybe it's a month where we don't have it, that we fill up with these streams when the need is there in some way. And I guess there maybe hopefully also gonna get a good connection with other developers in the other games that I'm playing. Maybe we can invite them and talk to them as well in this way. Oh, we are almost at 70 now, so I can I think actually we have almost everyone in Beach. We are just missing one. You see that it's not that difficult to get all 40 from the areas, so that's just gonna make it easier for me to get into the different obbies and so on. So now it's gonna be nice to get to the forest. I don't think we're gonna manage to show past the forest, so on, because of timing and so on. But definitely we're gonna go in here, and now I can take equip best one more time, and I can send these out here in forest to farm and get some coins here. You can see they are breaking, and it's more and more health for these. And what I also liked, what you are breaking is not the same in every area. It is actually a little bit about the theme of the area, and you see the environment here is different and so on, and the music and sounds is different for each area as well and so on. You will see some problem with some pets that is kind of losing a little bit up and so on, but that is things that they are working with, trying to keep those pets whole. You also see in this area I cannot rebirth here either, because I have got so high rebirth area and so on. We can be hatching here. This one here, you will see the pets that's in this area is just demo pets. There are not many of them. So from this area time and out, there is only demo pets, so you will not have the real pets. I will guess there is in some time limits we're gonna get pets for the forest as well. But again, as Jinx is saying, we want to have quality pets instead of quantity pets. Oh yeah, that's a good. I can't reveal what these games is going to be used for. That is a surprise for the future. So that is something that everyone has to wonder a little bit about. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that would be nice, Nicholas. That could be nice. Can use it in many different ways. I know it's a little bit big for the special. You got that special table there. Yeah, there's a lot of surprises in this game. I just have to say that. So there is a lot of surprises to come in this game, and be sure the game is not over when you have got through everything. So in Forest we have a maze in here that you have to go through, and this maze is different from day to day. And now we have the Sunday maze. So I have a feeling this is one is gonna be really difficult. And even, you know me, I have strategy for everything. I even have strategy for how to solve a maze and get through a maze like this as well. So I will always have a way, or some way to try to help you solve these different games and so on. So we're gonna look into here what we can do. And this is not gonna be easy. We are back to the start here. So definitely this is a difficult maze since it's Sunday, but we're gonna solve it. We're gonna definitely solve this one. We're gonna make it. So we're gonna not gonna go in there. Not gonna go in there. We're gonna check in here. There's nothing in here, so we're gonna go around here. Oh yeah, look here. Oh, there's nothing here. We have to go the other way around. So I have to go other way around unless there is a small loophole that I have been missing. So I know he is making some really small loopholes sometimes when it's going here. Actually, what I'm doing right now is I'm following my right side all the time. So that will lead me through the maze until I actually find it. So it's a very simple technique and strategy for a maze like this, to try to go follow that. And here we have maybe something. Maybe it's gonna go in here. Now it's gonna go out there. So when we come there, we get in here. Okay, let's go and check again. So this place we have been, and this is actually the same place that we was last time. We went in here last time, so let's go around here instead this time here, and let's see if we can find something else this way. Maybe there is another way to get in here, and you go this way. And also, yeah, at the moment we have been here before as well. This is not easy. This is a difficult maze. So maybe have we gone past a place where we can go through? Maybe we can't go through here. Maybe we will find, and maybe we will. Oh yeah, this is something new. Oh, we haven't been here before. I have a feeling we are getting close here now. We are getting close to find it. Oh yeah, it's in here someplace. Maybe we are getting close. Oh, we found it. Yes, we found it, and maybe we can even manage to get to that event that we have here, so we can earn some more millions. And I definitely have enough pets to get into the next area. We can maybe end off to see here. The event is about to start, so it has 10 seconds left here, and then we have 15 seconds to get into the event as well. So let's look into the event a little bit in here. Then we can join, and now we just have to try to find what's in here. I'm gonna read through what you are writing when I'm done with this, but here I need full concentration. Maybe some of you can see Jinx somewhere. I know he can be anywhere on the wall. He can be up here and down there. There's so many places he can be in here. So it is about trying to find and figure out everything. And he is also going to do something with a time limit, because it's not the meaning for one person to be able to complete this every time. The meaning is for 12 players to be able to complete this. So it's definitely gonna be done something with the time limits and so on. But for the testing, it is better to have it a little bit like it is here right now. And we're gonna see if we can find Jinx here somewhere. And at the moment I haven't been finding him. There's 100 different spots that he can be hidden. He can be hidden anywhere in the game at the moment. So yeah, it's gonna be difficult to see him on the black wall because all of his avatar is black. So if he's standing on the wall up on top of here, that's gonna be really, really difficult to find. So that is for sure. So we're gonna have down there. It was just looking like he was there. So we're gonna see here. I also one time found him up in the air in the forest here. So you kind of have to try to look everywhere. So you have to be good at looking, but also a little bit lucky to find him. So he can be anywhere in this game here. As you saw, Bottom did that was an amazing one. All three found it at the same time. I've never seen that yet when I've been testing before. We had here on the live stream. So that was almost looking like a planned event, but it wasn't. It was really interesting, really funny to see how that was. I have a feeling maybe he can be up in the black here now. So maybe he is up here somewhere. Maybe he is that something there? There's a shadow here. No, that's a shadow from there. So he wasn't there. I don't think I'm gonna find him. That was a hard one. That was a hard one. But in future it's gonna be like 12 people looking for that together. And so on. So yeah, and I think I have what I need to get into the next area. Let's see how many pets we're gonna have. It stands 100, but that's not gonna count now because that's is gonna count when we have the pets that we need in the area. And the same thing with desert here. It does not also have it just has testing pets and so on. So basically this is a little bit how the game is working, how everything. So yeah, I hope this has been good, everyone. So we have to call it a day right now. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be too fun to try the maze with the kids. My kids has been testing this game, so my kids has also been testing this and will be testing it. And some of the ideas in the game. For instance, look at the horse. Look at the horse name in the stable in the first area. You can imagine who asked for a horse in the game. Yeah, the maze update every single day, so it changes from Monday to Sundays. And he's gonna develop new mazes, so it's gonna be a big database of different maze and obbies and so on. So they all change every day. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Rupert. Yeah, this is gonna be a good game. Absolutely. So thank you, everyone. I have to end the stream right now so that everyone can look at that England game. And thank you for joining in here. And I'm looking really forward to this beta test. And I also hope that all of you is also looking forward to that beta test. And maybe this is gonna be a good add-on to the games that we are playing, which is Collect All Pets, Pet Simulator X, Minion Simulator, and it's gonna be this game here as well. So yeah, it's starting to be a bunch of really good games that we are playing together. So thank you, everyone. Have a nice day and enjoy. Bye bye.